Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a home day edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Parrish Construction and Roofing. Need an orthopedist? Go to Brock, need a roof, call Parrish. Unique physique and unique aesthetics and wellness. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Bocock Brothers, premium cigars, code MAT15, 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 15% off your order. Everything's scrolling here at the bottom. So we are in San Francisco, where it is still dark. I know it's 8:27 at home, 6:27 here, and I'm looking out the window in my room, and it is just night. I've been up since 4:14. It's weird, which actually is kind of sleeping in because that'd be 6:14 at home. But um, anyway, let's see. So today is early signing period. Not, excuse me, the traditional February signing day for college football. So there will be a few, and Lane Kiffin is going to meet with reporters here on Wednesday. So not going to be a very eventful day for LSU. They're going to have two signees today. You'll have Adrian Lamb, who is the JUCO offensive lineman that just committed a few days ago, and then Jackson Williams, who is the defensive back out of Shaw, the three-star who committed a few weeks back. So Amari Peterson was a late add to the class as well, but he's already signed and he's enrolled. So Jackson Williams, Adrian Lamb, those will be the two that'll sign today. And so that'll put your class at 18 signees. And it's interesting because I'm looking at On3 and they say 40 transfers. I know at our tracker, LouisianaSports.net, we have 42. So I'm wondering, what players on the tracker we counted that they didn't. But in any event, excuse me, you added a ton of talent. And then Kiffin today will meet with reporters. So of course, I get the release yesterday from Sports Information that Lane Kiffin's going to meet with reporters, and it's while I'm in San Francisco. He has not met with reporters since the day that he was introduced. That Monday he was introduced, and so he's meeting reporters at 2:00 Central today, which is noon Pacific. So they'll get their two signatures from Williams and Lamb, and then that'll be that. So and he'll meet with reporters at 2. So we'll get an opportunity to hear from Lane Kiffin. So no doubt he'll talk about the high school signing class, but also his portal class, his staff, the whole thing. So be our first opportunity to hear from Kiffin since he was introduced. Okay, y'all, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Say some good mornings here. Hey, Ben, Tommy, buenos dias, good morning. Jonathan, Bubba, Corey, Leon, Adam, appreciate everybody. Thanks for being here, y'all. Hey, Thomas, good morning. Yes, we will get Jingle Gate Day 50 today from San Francisco. No Sweat Sports. Michael, rain night on this end? Is it raining at home? I tell you, yesterday was a beautiful day here in San Francisco. I mean, highs got close to 70. I mean, it was sunny. You didn't even really need a jacket. And then at night, the temp dropped a little, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I had on just a little quarter zip and felt great. So weather's beautiful out here, man. Hey, James, Danny, Corey, I was going to tweet you and tell you he waited till you left to meet with reporters. I mean, dude, of course. We've talked about Lane Kiffin every day for 3 going on 4 months now, whatever. All of November, December, January, now into February. And he's had one media availability. And of course now he's gonna have a second. I'm in San Francisco. So but it's all right. Hey, Tiger Diver, good morning. One day closer to baseball at the box. Yeah, man. A week from Friday, Tigers will throw out the first pitch. It'll be against Milwaukee. Expecting Evans, Moore, Schmidt to be your rotation. Told that's what they'll use this weekend in their inter squad. So Um, see, have you tried to set up an interview with Kiffin? Yeah. He's not really doing media yet. We'll see. Let's see. Morning, Matt. Quiet every day are here. Love what you do. Thank you for it all. I appreciate that, Adam. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, we do have Locked on LSU live. Recorded it yesterday. Time change. Hopefully doesn't mess with a drop schedule too badly, but obviously, you don't want to get you a full episode of reacting everything that Kiffin says at his press conference today. So that will definitely drop some point this evening. Hey, Bill. Good morning. Shelby. Hey, Dad. Good morning. All right, Dad. First day at home title. My dad's starting a new career at 72. Good luck, Dad. Pack your lunch, tie up your shoes and pack your lunch, and be nice to the other boys and girls. Have a great day. Hey, Ryan. Good morning. Q, what up, dude? Good morning. Carlos, of course, man. Thanks for being here. What y'all got? I know baseball's looking good. What's the outlook for Torino's softball team this year? I know they had their media day last week. Let me see if I can find preseason rankings. I mean, the challenging part for Beth is you're going to lose key players to the portal. So the preseason number 13. And they open up tomorrow, man. So Feb 5th is opening day for softball against NC State. So we'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, 6 p.m. Tiger Park. Henry, good morning. If Jeremiah Love is seen by the Saints and the draft community is top 3 player in the draft, why not take him? O-line is good. Gibbs like production. Oh, Gibbs like Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, I'm just not okay taking a running back at 8. I've been. It doesn't matter who the running back is. Sorry, I was answering a text. It doesn't matter who the running back is. It's just the positional value. Like Jahmyr Gibbs or Jeremiah Love could be a really good player, but I'll say the same thing about Ashton Jeanty. Like Ashton Jeanty could be a really good running back, and the Raiders were still the worst team in the league. You say, oh, it's because they have a quarterback. Right. So draft those things in the top 10. Draft the positions that you can't get that positional value of a top 10 pick outside of the top 10. Like you have a unique opportunity, a rare opportunity, drafting in the top 10 to select a player like you did last year. You got what you hope is your franchise left tackle. It's not impossible, but it is rare to get a franchise left tackle outside of round 1. I mean, drafting Teron Armstead in round 3 is not a common thing. Normally, you're drafting Will Campbell, 4th overall, right? I'd say the same thing with edge rushers. Can you find a Trey Hendrickson in round 3? Yeah, but the reason we talk about Trey Hendrickson is because it was such an outlier that you found a guy that could lead the league in sacks in round 3. You want Micah Parsons? You got to draft him in the top 10. You know what I mean? And there's some positions like that where you're just not going to find the elite deeper in the draft. So you have an opportunity to do that. You do that. And, you need a cornerback. You need edge rushers. You need receiver help. If you're not finding Jamar Chase outside of the top 10. You know what I mean? Hey, Chris, Will, Bradley, James, good morning. You bummed about not being able to attend the press conference. Honestly, dude, I am. Because I think it's important to start to cultivate those relationships, right? To have FaceTime, to have the coach get used to seeing you and asking questions and know you. Lane is obviously on Twitter all the time. He's aware of me. He retweet. It's not just me. He retweets everybody's stuff all the time. But so he's aware that I exist. I know that much. But yeah, it's important to start to cultivate those relationships. So this is definitely a missed opportunity. Hey, Guy, good morning. Bill, good morning. Tyrone, good morning. Shreveport 318, ready for some good old Tiger baseball? I am, man. I am ready. Robin, good morning. Leon, I know you're not a fan of taking running back with the 8th pick. What about Bijan, Saquon, McCaffrey? Even Zeke was worth the pick. How good are the Falcons? I took Bijan Robinson top 10. How many times have they made the playoffs with Bijan? And you can talk about Saquon Barkley, and he's outstanding. There's no doubt. He's outstanding. That's also an Eagles team a year ago that was the best team in the league, 1-53, and they weren't this year. McCaffrey was really good in Carolina. Carolina did nothing. They traded him to San Francisco. Cowboys won nothing with Zeke. You want to talk about Fournette going 4th overall? How did that work out? Again, it's not to say you can't find good players at that position at that point. But it's about positional value. Running backs are just devalued. You can find good running backs in the NFL. And look at what you're going to watch in the Super Bowl, man. Travion Henderson and Kenneth Walker, and you're not talking about top 10 picks. What are we talking about here, man? Really good players. If you look at Katron Allen from Penn State could be a day 2 pick. C.J. Baxter from Texas, Justice Haynes from Michigan. Is Le'Veon Moss in this draft? You can find Mark Fletcher from Miami. God, what a bowling ball that dude was. You're going to find him on day 3? The point is you can find – the position has been so devalued, you can find really good players at that position later in the draft. You're not going to find a starting – most likely not going to find a starting offensive lineman in the back of day 3. Does it happen? Yeah, you find a Zach Strief. Sure. You could find a Carl Nix if you do a great job scouting and you find a guard in round 5. But the reason, again, more often than not, what you're going to find is Nick Saldivari in round 4. Out of Old Dominion, a rotational guy who's had some injury problems, is more just a backup and a rotational piece. That's mostly what you're going to find. Hey, Lewis, good morning. Hope the trip is what you hope it'll be. Yeah, man, look, great, super easy travel day yesterday. Straight shot from New Orleans to San Francisco on United. Flight was not full, so we got to move to the exit row and had a bunch of leg room and had an empty seat next to me. Caught a few Z's on the flight. Super easy. Got in, Uber to the hotel, checked in, walked over to by the way, where all the Radio Row stuff is called the Moscone Center, Moscone, the Moscone Center. So found our table, got all of our stuff set up. I got some content yesterday. Saw Rampage Jackson, Bryce Young. Who else did I see yesterday? Anyway, yeah, and so then went and grabbed some food and recorded Locked On. Had a little nightcap. There's 2 Hilton properties side by side that are the media hotels, and the one next door to us has a place called Cityscape, which is on the 46th floor. It's a rooftop bar. So went and had a whiskey on the 46th floor, looked at the lights. Should have sang Journey. When the lights go down. in the city. That's about San Francisco. The sun shines on the bay. Anyway, you don't need me singing. You know who you need to have singing? Mr. Toby Tomplay.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
I'm official. My Super Bowl 60 media credential. How about that? Hey, remember, if you need another piece, go to Brock. You need a roof, give us a shout at Parish. I don't know if y'all have noticed. Have y'all noticed on the Parish Construction and Roofing social media, we have a few little teaser posts that are counting down to Sunday. I don't know if you've noticed that. Have you noticed? Follow us on social media and be on the lookout for our little teaser posts. I think you'll enjoy them. You'll enjoy what we are going to announce coming up on the 8th. 4 days away, just 4 days away. Hey, Bill. Yes, sir. Listen, I know San Francisco, like every city in America, has its problems. I love this city. I love the topography. I love the homes and everything built into the hills. The streets, the winding roads. The downtown area is beautiful. We're not far from Chinatown. The wharf is awesome. You have the Golden Gate Bridge. I saw Salitos just north of here. I mean, the Pacific Ocean is right on the other side of the bridge. It's just, I love the city. It's amazing. Great food city. So anyway. Shelby got the reference. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Jim, hey, Matt, in San Francisco, go to Scoma's, get the grilled halibut. So, Jim, I've been to Scoma's several times and actually was telling our crew last night that I got to get by there and have a meal before I leave. Went there for the first time in 2002 with my dad. He was on a work trip and I was in college and tagged along with him. It was the summer, it was July or August. The semester hadn't started yet. So I just tagged along and we had dinner at Scoma's. And then when Erica and I came a few years ago for our anniversary trip, we went there. It's incredible. I mean, just fresh catch right on the bay. The restaurant doesn't look like much from the outside, but sometimes those are the best places. But yeah, man, I will find my way to Scoma's. I'm actually having dinner tonight with Jeff Martindale, who's the director of affiliate relations for ESPN Radio. He's a good friend. I might suggest that. And if he's not down for that, we may have other people tagging along. And if they're not down for that, then I'll probably go Thursday night. So after my show, I'll pop over there. Even though I just got to go sit by myself at the bar, I'll do it. So. Hey, Robbie, good morning. Last night I watched 15 minutes of the Pro Bowl flag football game, shook my head. What a stupid joke of a game. Pro Bowl was the best when the game was played in Hawaii. Yeah, they're just not going to – Robbie, I understand that. But the players just don't have an interest in playing hard in the game anymore. There's too much risk with injury and contracts and all that sort of stuff. So I think we all understand why it is what it is. Hey, Jeremy. Like it, our run hasn't been where it needs to be for us to be a contender. We feel Love would be that no matter he's drafted. Are you talking about drafting Jeremiah Love? Like, there's no doubt the Saints' run game hasn't been elite, but part of that also is that Alvin Kamara's been hurt. But you also saw late in the season behind it, and by the way, last year or 24. Part of the reason your run game stunk is your offensive line was mangled. You're playing with a practice squad offensive line. Like, you can't just ignore that fact. Say, man. And at the end of last season, Audric Estime ran hard and ran well. Like, again, you can get value. An elite running back isn't going to win you a championship. It's not. You have to have quarterback. You have to have offensive line play. You have to have edge rushers. You have to have cornerbacks. Like, that's where your priority needs to be. You have the 8th pick. You need to take one of those. Do you think Lane has jet lag all the time? I don't think so, man. Because he's always back home. It's one of the things about flying private. You can hop on a flight and go to Florida and hit 4 schools and talk to recruits and then be back in your bed at home that night. Hey, Christian, what steakhouse are you trying in San Francisco? Now, that's a great question, Christian. The last time we were here, Erica and I went to, it was one of the select. Oh, here we go. Sun's starting to peek its way through. It's 6:47. It's still dark out here. It's weird. Like, ready for a little daylight, man. Let's see. Here it is. By the way, just for the guy that was asking earlier, just proof. This is me and Erica at, can you see the sign? Oh, focus. You can't see the sign. Anyway, that's Scoma's. So, like you can tell, it don't look like much, but it's a great restaurant. Anyway, I was trying to find the name of the Epic Steak is where we went. It's one of the celebrity chef places. And actually, Terrio asked Brandon Crawford, and he's the one that recommended it. And I'm trying to see who the chef is. But candidly, it was disappointing. It wasn't great. So I will not be going back there. But I'll find another San Francisco steakhouse. Neither tonight or tomorrow will be. Or I guess I'd go Friday night because we don't leave till Saturday morning. Let's see. Are you gonna do instant reactions after the baseball games? Yes, that is my plan. Is now the season opening series Saturday. Oh, Saturday's a day game, so I can do it Saturday. Okay. Because we're going to be at Endymion Saturday night, but I should be able to get you a post-game reaction Saturday day from New Orleans. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Dale, good morning. 9 days away. Doug Thompson, days away. Stat Dub, RBs in the NFL have an average of 3.5 years viable back. That's kind of the point. And you have outliers, but again, the point is not interested in it. By the way, this is another great point. He was drafted by the Giants, was not good there. Well, I shouldn't say he wasn't good there, but the Giants were horrible. That's a great point. So thank you. Morning, Matt. Cold. Is it cold in that part of California? It's colder. Oh, you're in Santa Clara. So honestly, man, no. Even last night, it was super pleasant. I just had on a quarter zip, and maybe it's because we're downtown. Like if I was by the bay, like it might have been colder just with the wind coming off the water, but it's been nice. Sherlock Scone. A few weeks ago, someone mentioned Lane not doing well on the politics side. Do you have any idea what that was about? And man, do you ever sleep? Yeah, I sleep great. But just when I'm awake, I'm working. The politics thing, Lane tweeted a picture of a hat that said "Make Baton Rouge Great Again," and so people that don't like Donald Trump were mad about that. and he deleted the picture, and now I don't think it was ever really an issue. Let's get that Rivers update. What Rivers update? There it is. There it is. There it is. Scott, good morning. Does Parrish serve Bastrop Monroe? Yes, we will absolutely come to North Louisiana. So if we can help you, let me know. You can shoot me a DM. You can email me. By the way, I do have a Parrish email. It's matt@parrishbuilt.com. If you want to email me there, you can. matt@parrishbuilt.com. You can text me on my text line. I'm happy to help facilitate. And just the way that'll go, like if you ever need a quote or something, if you give me your info, I'll get with Kayla in our office, and Kayla will process all those leads and assign them to one of our inspectors that'll come check out your house or your commercial property or whatever. So, but I'm more than happy to help facilitate. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Jordan. Good morning. New York, San Francisco, New Orleans, rest of just Cleveland. I mean, there's some great American cities, man. Chicago has a lot of charm. I'll tell you one place that you might be able to throw into that mix, that I haven't been is Seattle. Like literally the only part of the country I haven't been is the Pacific Northwest. I hadn't been to the Great Northeast until this past summer when we did Boston, and then we drove up to Maine. So I got to do Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and all that stuff. So, so like the only place I haven't been in the country is Oregon, Washington State, Montana, and Idaho. I'm trying to think if I've ever been through Idaho. I don't think I have. I think those are the only 4 states. And then I haven't been to Alaska, Hawaii, but I've been everywhere else. Anyway, doesn't beat the 225. You know what, Seth? I love Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is home, and I love home. But I told Erica when we came here a few years ago for our anniversary, and we went up to Sausalito for a day, I was like, I could retire in Sausalito. Like, I have that on my mind. I don't love taxes in California. I don't love a lot of the state laws in California, which I think are ridiculous. But there's so much here that outweighs a lot of that. So, hey, all right. We got a little bit of a sunrise. I got to show y'all my view of my room. Hang on. With that moon. Check that out. That's the moon. Just look at the city. Oh, that's the other Hilton that's where we were with the rooftop, the Cityscape bar up there last night, 46th floor. Gorgeous. Boop. All right. Okay, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Matt, love San Francisco as well. Haven't been back since 2011. Rode bikes across the Golden Gate Bridge to Sausalito. Sausalito, so cool. I need to add a few more zeros to my bank account to live there, but I would love to. Scone is awesome, man. Hey, Brian, good morning from Columbia, Louisiana. I hope you have a good time in Santa Clara. So, Brian, I'm actually not going to make it up to Santa Clara. So the game is in Santa Clara, but all the media stuff we're doing is here in San Francisco. So I'm in downtown San Francisco. We're at the Park 55, like in Union Park, and then not far from the Bay, which is that way. I'm looking west, actually. No, I'm looking north. I'm looking northwest, and so the Bay and the bridge is over there. It's to my east. No, I'm sorry. East. And that's south. Sorry, I was turned around. That's east. That's south. So the west to the bridge is that way. Anyway, so what I just showed y'all was looking south. Michael Cook, Club. Angel, good morning. What are you doing in California? Work or pleasure? Yeah, so Super Bowl. Here to do my show from Radio Road at the Super Bowl. So we'll be on Radio Road today, tomorrow, and Friday. I mean, we got a great guest list already lined up. This is one of the great things about Super Bowl, man. Like, they go out of their way to, like, people are eager to book stuff with you. Whereas like at SEC football media days, like, you have to bother people to get coaches and players on your show. Here, like, they're trying to, like, everyone wants to be on everything all the time. So today I've got Brian Jones, CBS Sports, Clinton Yates, Henry Cejudo. How about Henry Cejudo, man? Freaking MMA champ. Can't wait for that. Got to Mario Davis on today. Pharaoh Brown, Donovan McNabb, Fred Anthony Smith, coach, the docuseries on Michael Vick as a coach, CJ Ham, Dan Dockich, Kelly Stewart and Ariel Epstein today. And then this is just what I already have booked. This isn't even like what I'm going to get while we're there. Thursday, Evan Cohen, Andre Reed, Bobby Okereke, Michelle Smallman, Michael Brockers, Matt Sims, Charlie Smith, Ryan Leaf. Friday, we've got Roman Harper, Dave Meltzer, Jordan Palmer. That's just what we already have booked. I mean, I'm fine. I think Cam Jordan's gonna be there today. I think we're gonna have a chance to get Cam too. So I'm excited, man. Like, this is my playground. You know, when I get to go do interviews and have interesting conversations, I think it's something I do well. I don't know if y'all agree, but I like when we got to go to Houston to do the Bear Bryant Award show and get to interview all those coaches. Like, I think that's my element. I love doing that stuff. So anyway, offensive line was hurt. Guys who weren't studs, like, exactly. Mike, good morning. Daniel, good morning, Matt. If you haven't already been, go to Buena Vista. Okay. I'll see if I can find it. Bought tickets for the Northwestern game on Feb 28. Haven't been in the box since 2024. Okay. Enjoy, Bailey. It'd be great, man. Hey, Jim. All the people hyping Scomas. I'm telling you, man, it's real. Joey Aguilar back for 2026. Granted, it's TRO. That's not surprising. What is kind of surprising that Tennessee wanted him back. And actually, I don't think they did. I think the fact that they weren't able to get Sorsby or Levitt or any of the elite quarterbacks in the portal, and they remember they got Staub, the kid from Colorado, the backup, Ryan Staub, the backup from Colorado. It's the only one they had to be the portal. So they looked and were like, man, Aguilar's a better option than that. So they kind of had to. Morning, Matt. You jinxed yourself saying watch Kiffin have a news conference. Predictable. Would you go back to Napa? Yes. Oh, God, I love Napa. I mean, the thing about Napa, too, is like the land is so fertile, right? It's this rare spot in California where you have this beautiful, fertile land to where you can have all these vineyards. And so as a result, also the crops and the food are outstanding there. So, I mean, have a meal in Napa and everything is like farm to table. It's amazing. I mean, it's like Southern California is awesome because the beaches and the weather and the sun and all that sort of stuff. Northern California is more my speed. Like, I love San Francisco. I love the Bay. I love Sausalito. I love Napa. Like, that's more my speed. Not to say I don't like Southern California. Like, the beaches and the sun and all is fantastic. But if you told me, like, where would I want to live, it would be up here. Johnny Foley's just be a good place to have a drink. Okay. Morning, Matt. Worked for Cintas just past Westgate High School. Marquis says, good luck to Keyshawn Booty. Okay. Yeah, so actually, I'm probably not going to get an opportunity to interview me personally, the guys. I think Ross Jackson will. As a matter of fact, Ross just texted our group that he's on the way up to media availability. So you have to get on a shuttle and go an hour up north for media availability, which I can't do because I have to be here at Radio Road. That's the disadvantage of things being so spread out, is like I've got an interview on Radio Row at 9:30. So I wouldn't be able to get on the shuttle to get up there to do these interviews and then get back. So Idaho is underrated. Morning, Matt. Ready to see the Tigers to the Diamond. Matt leaving us for USC. I'm not leaving for USC. I promise that much. Did you bring community coffee with you? I did not. This is just whatever lobby coffee they had. I'm not a coffee snob. For me, I don't love the taste of coffee. It's a means to an end. I love to drink my coffee. I drink it black. It's just I drink black coffee in the morning. It's not just hot black coffee. Hey, Robbie, have you been to Hawaii? I've not. My daughter graduates from high school in 27. Her mom and I are planning to take her to Honolulu. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. No, I've never been. Curious about this. When a producer fills in for a host, Musso and AFR, why don't they do the live read ads? Does the advertising business sign a contract with the host, not the station? Correct. Yes. So those endorsements are my clients. They pay me for my endorsement, not. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, at Guarantee, we have sales reps. And so everything from an accounting standpoint goes through Guarantee. But those are my live read clients. So it's my endorsement. That's the difference between some people ask, why you'll hear, I endorse Gordon, right? But you might hear or I endorse South Point, but you hear other car dealer ads on the station. Well, anyone can buy an ad on the show, the station, whatever. But if you want me to endorse it, it's my, I have to agree to endorse that company, that business, that product. Are you disappointed in Miss Lane's availability? Yes. I'm very disappointed. I do not think the staff will be there. I don't think that's going to be part of this. The bash was just like a hype event, I think he'll answer questions about his staff today, or he will be asked questions about his staff today. Hey, all right, we got some daylight now, man. Let's go. I kind of want to go for a walk. Now I wish I hadn't already gotten dressed. I could just put on some joggers and a hoodie and just go walk for about an hour. Nah, work to do. Morning, Matt. Have blessed California. Thanks for bringing us faithfuls out there. All right. Oh, you are out in California. All right, Michael. That a babe. Hey, Megan. Had to call a roofer out for possible leak. Called Parrish. Zach was punctual, professional, did a full assessment, made a recommendation. Easy and convenient. Thank you, Megan. That's awesome. And Zach's great too. So you're in really good hands. Whatever he recommends, that, by the way, that's this. So Zach, if you saw the video we posted last week of Richard Condon giving a testimonial, Zach is the same, is the same guy who went to Condon's house. So thank you, Megan. Appreciate it very much. Daniel, I'd go back to Napa in a heartbeat. What were your favorite vineyards that y'all went to? So my favorite experience was Trinchero. You probably wouldn't know the name. It's a small winery. But so Taylor Calandro helped set up the trip for us. Because, I mean, look, there's hundreds of vineyards, right? I mean, you could just never see them all. And so he kind of helped us curate spots to go to. Erica and our friend Denane wanted to go to Frank Family, so we did Frank Family. I think we did Duckhorn. We did Whitehall Lane. We did Trinchero, but Trinchero was amazing. They rolled out the red carpet for us. Taylor called ahead. Their chef served us a private lunch. We got a tour of their family wine cellar. I mean, they had bottles back from the 1850s. They had a bottle from Charles and Di's wedding. Anyway, that Trinchero, just the whole experience of Trinchero was amazing. And the wine was great too. So always fun to see former Tigers playing in the Super Bowl. Let's go. Who are you sending to Kiffin's presser? I guess Taylor will go to video it so we get the presser on the 104.5 ESPN YouTube channel. But I mean, Hester's out here. I'm out here. hunts on air during that time. So not convenient for Lane to do it today. Hey, Tiger Poppy, good morning. Robbie, I was listening to Pearl Jam, Even Flow, my iTunes at the gym. I know you're a Pearl Jam fan. Is Even Flow your favorite Pearl Jam song? No, it's not. I like Even Flow, but it's not my favorite song. Favorite Pearl Jam songs, Better Man, Release, Rearview Mirror, um, just a few of them. Alive, if you want to go back to the 10 album. No shortage, man. I mean, I could go on forever. But I love Even Flow. I mean, it's an all-time banger, but not my favorite. Shelby, love that you're interviewing Cejudo. I know MMA UFC is only for a small portion of your audience. I'm in that number. Hey, look, man. Cejudo is he's and the thing is, so like Cejudo and Rampage was here yesterday, and so I got to see him, and I tried to get an interview, but his schedule was full. But Cejudo and Rampage are investors in some drink company, like water, sports drink, something. So anyway, so like a lot of that, when these guys come on radio at the Super Bowl, that's what they do, right? They're partnered with a business. So it's like when we interviewed Mark Schlereth last week, you know, he had to deal with, it was like a TV, the air fryer, chicken air fryer company, and then like the box wine company. So it was like you get to have the convo, but they get to promote the business that they're. I'm like, I don't care. Come on, like you want to talk about you do a 10-minute interview with Henry Cejudo, and he gets 60 seconds to talk about the company he's an investor in. No, I don't care. Go ahead, talk about your thing. Now let's talk about MMA. So I mean, that's one of the great things about this. That's why so many guys are so eager to come on air. Why it's easy to book a show and book a schedule. Hey, Bobby, good morning. Rocco, good morning. No way Rampage can make it through an interview without some vulgarity. It would be hilarious. So funny story about what happened yesterday with Rampage. So like Rampage was doing an interview standing right next to our table. He was doing a stand-up interview with somebody, right? Like a TV station or something. So they weren't at a table. They were just in the aisle. And so he's doing this interview, and he's got the handler, the scheduler with him with all his booking assignments and whatnot. And then there was these two young ladies that walked up, were talking to him. So he was being flirtatious with them. I don't know if he's married. That's whatever. But you could tell it was like he was being flirtatious with these two ladies. And a guy a young guy, you could tell, who was a fan, walked up and was wanting to take a picture with him. And he finished the interview. Rampage was walking to his next one. And so this guy was like, was trying to get his attention. And he was like, no, I got to go to the interview. So he kind of brushed this guy off because he had to go to his next one. Well, our photographer, Chelsea, who's here with us, she's a great photographer, doesn't really know like who the athletes are. Like she certainly doesn't know MMA, but so she was like, I wish I knew who all these people were. Like she was so excited. Like she loves the whole energy and all the thing. Like definitely a creative, right? And I was like, well, that's Rampage Jackson. Like he's one of the greatest MMA fighters ever. He's a UFC champion, and beat Chuck Liddell in one of the most famous fights. It was sort of a transcendent fight in the UFC's history, 2007, 2008-ish, like that. I was like, that's a guy you should go get a picture with. So she's like, I'm gonna go do it. So after he brushes off this guy, Chelsea goes and runs up to him, and he stops, takes the full on stops, poses, takes the photo with her, talks with her. They share Instagram. I'm like, well, man, like if you're a guy, you got no shot of getting a picture with Rampage. If you're a girl, you're in. Anyway, it was funny. Caleb, have you visited wine country in Sonoma? Yes, we did when we were here. Went to Sonoma and actually had dinner in Sonoma too. Next time you go to Napa, recommend. Yeah, I mean, like all those cake bread and Silver Oak. Like I wouldn't be opposed to any of those. And I don't know Del Dado. I don't know that one, but sometimes when you get the big ones like Silver Oak or Cake Bread or Camus or Mondavi, it's just they do a great job because they have so many tourists that flock to those. I'd almost rather go see like some of the more boutique ones. What's the other one? We went to a tiny one that like they're their barrel room was like in a cave in the hills. It was incredible. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. Anyway, when is Lane's press conference? At 2 o'clock Central. Daniel, yep. Trincaro. See if you go, see if they can do the private tour and the lunch. I mean, I think they did that for us just because Taylor called, and I mean, Calandros buys a lot of their wine, and so when one of their retailers calls and says, "Hey, can you show our partner, around the wine, or like roll out the red carpet?" They're going to do it, right? I don't know if they do that just generally speaking. Like they wouldn't have done that just if we had just called, or I don't know if they would, but I would highly recommend if they do that try it. Oh, you're gonna wear your Man of God headband for the Demario tapes. I left it. Andrew, what up? Okay, y'all, let's wrap this thing up. I gotta go. All right. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. All the sponsors linked in the description on YouTube. Locked on LSU is live. AFR at 3 from Radio Road Super Bowl. Y'all have an awesome day.